Well, Michael. Palworld Dev says it will fight Nintendo's lawsuit to ensure indies aren't discouraged from pursuing ideas. Andy Robinson over at VGC. Palworld developer Pocketpair has responded to the news that Nintendo and the Pokemon Company have filed a patent lawsuit against it. Nintendo and TBC filed the lawsuit at the Tokyo District Court on Wednesday, seeking injunction against infringement and compensation for damages on the grounds that Palworld infringes multiple patent rights. Now, in its own statement published on Thursday, Pocketpair has said it believes it's truly unfortunate that we will be forced to allocate significant time to matters unrelated to game development, and quote, due to this lawsuit. Quote, we will do our utmost for our fans and to ensure that the indie game developers are not hindered or discouraged from pursuing their creative ideas, end quote, it said. He continued, quote, we will do our utmost, fans. Oh yeah, we saw that. Developers hindered and stuff. Dude, it's one of those things. Nintendo doesn't want to shy away from anybody, and they will sue you all if you have something remarkably close, right? But again, we get into the discussion we had just yesterday of, well, then they should sue everybody who made a platform game because Mario Brothers has been copied a million times over, right?
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do? So I don't think Nintendo really has much to stand on here. I think they have similarities, but similarities is enough to get you off because it doesn't take much to change something. If it was a one-to-one direct comparison of, hey, we stole this, then okay, that makes sense. But I don't think that's the case here at all. But yeah, good for Pocketpair for standing up for them, dude. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be watching this, or at least following the details kind of with an open eye, because as we talked about yesterday, as Pocketpair said, this has big ramifications for indie developers, right? Because exactly what can Nintendo claim is patented, right? Is it this idea of throwing a sphere at a creature in a space and based on certain controls? That's kind of the patent I've seen thrown around a lot recently, if that's what they think they're going to go after. And then all of a sudden, as you said, is a platformer able to be patented? Is double jump able to be patented? Is a health bar able to be patented? So I think there's a lot of people who are going to say, okay, what is Nintendo going to claim is this patent that was stolen? Does this mean in the future that if there's a indie game that absolutely pops off, a AAA developer in that same sort of world can say, hey, well, we don't like this, we're going to go after you? Because the one thing I have to assume, right, if you're Pocketpair, you started to branch out, right? You've worked with a company to maybe create an anime or plushies or whatever. You would have thought the first thing they did with all their millions, hire a lawyer, say, okay, double check. We didn't do anything, right? There's nothing Nintendo can do to come after us, right? Is there an update we need to put now in the game? Because this lawsuit took a long time. This tells me that Nintendo is worried about Pocketpair and Palworld now. Not when it was being teased, not when it was being developed, but right now. So I have to think Pocketpair's had lawyers say, no, you're in the clear. I'll be watching this, but I'm rooting for Palworld because, as we said, this is a good thing for any developers if they win, and a very slippery slope if Nintendo's able to pull this lawsuit off.
The other side of it, too, is I don't think Sony would have signed a deal with them like they have, providing they had any indication of there was an infringement of some sort of patent, right, on the patent. It's one of those things Sony would have stepped away and said, no, we're not doing this. Instead, they signed a deal. So now they're moving forward in partnership. So what does that look like? If the game didn't have this success, I don't think we'd be having this conversation.